Hey everybody, this is Retro Challenge Gamer, and we're going to come back to another stream of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And yeah, I'm in a different location, as you may or may not see from the background behind me. I am literally set up in a chair in the middle of the room. The laptop is on a 2 wood stepping stool, and my TV that I'm looking at with the Switch is situated on top of a tote. And it's all plugged into a multi-socket thing in the wall here. It's very just bare bones and everything. And, you know, due to the antics of my children, I had to move this for at least for tonight in a more separate, secluded area so they wouldn't interrupt this evening. But, sometimes you gotta make do. And right, I forgot we were in the middle of a thunderstorm when we last left. So our goal is to actually get, not necessarily to Kakariko Village, but near it. We actually need to get to Mount Lanayru, just to the entrance of it. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called the Lanayru Promenade, if you will. Oh, wow, that weather changed really fast now, didn't it? So yeah, we are moving right along. We should be able to get the last of the memories in this particular stream. The last, at least 3, and then the 4th one coming from the Master Sword, hopefully by the end of it. And then we should be good to go. For Ganon, possibly in the next stream. I do not believe we'll be beating the game this particular stream. Hey, look, there's the jungle that way. I am really not ready for the jungle yet, so we're going to climb up here. I do have to hit the jungle at least once, and that's for finishing off the rest of our stables and our towers. Stuff like that. Okay, so we're going along the southern edge of the Dueling Peaks. I'll have to admit, I'm not too familiar with this. In fact, that really almost looks like a talus, in which case we should probably prepare ourselves for it. Let's go for the smasher here. Yep, I was correct. Junior. Oh, that's right. Then there's a senior somewhere, I think, either on this side of the Dueling Peaks, or the senior is on the other side, the northern side of the Dueling Peaks. Either way, that was an easy talus right there. I don't really know why they have it as a upper and lower, northern and southern, junior and senior, but I guess there's a story there somewhere, but darned if I know it. Anyway, update on my master run mode, actually, while we're making our way over. Yeah, I'm actually doing a lot better now in Master Mode, now that I've got access to some better weapons and learning how to properly get through the trials and tribulations of having enemies have double the health, have regenerative health abilities, stuff like that. And where am I going? This does not look familiar to me at all. Oh, I'm headed straight for, oh my gosh. I'm headed straight for the gap in the Dueling Peaks, which is actually not what I wanted. So I should have gone this way towards the jungle area. Because as you know, I'm trying to have different routes through the worlds, through Hyrule overall, so... Oh, man, okay, I think this is... Yeah, this is where I wanted to go. Oh, man, now we got... we got a ways to travel, so we're going to have to go south here, around this mountainous area, and then going to work our way to the east, and then north across the... I think that's called the Cliffs of Quince or something, and then north over into the Promenade. So, yeah, we got our work cut out for us. Got a lot of traveling to do. A lot of mountain climbing, if you will, in this particular episode. If it's the one thing I remember, is that when I was doing my 100% run, in terms of just secrets, overall secrets and things that were hidden all over the place, like Octoroks or treasure chests or things like that. I found that for whatever reason, the game developers for Breath of the Wild did not hide a lot of really much anything in the mountainous regions like this, like what I'm traversing right here. For whatever reason, I don't know why. They just chose not to do a lot of sneaking stuff in here and there, you know? Just hiding things away. They didn't do it. I don't know why. And if you hear like creaking or something, that's from my chair. It's a very old roller chair, office chair that I had back when I was, wow, back when I was in college. Wow, that was a long time ago. Okay, we're working our way there. Ah, I think we're now coming across the Cliff of Quince, and I think if we head off across the valley, which should put us past Fort Hatino, we should be able to make it to the promenade from the higher altitude from the south, pretty much. I know most people usually during their playthroughs make it through Kakariko Village from the northwest, and they travel through the length of the promenade, killing enemies as they go. But no, we're probably going to take the shorter, quicker route and just go straight over the mountains, you know? Just straight through. And speaking of which, let me see if I'm headed in the right direction. Yeah, I'm headed in the right direction. So we're going to go to that Peak of Awakening right up there, that tallest peak there. Don't know exactly the route we're going to take to get there, but we're going to at least try. So there's a lot of nondescript areas and things like that here. Not too much happening. Although there is a random red moblin here. With a Bokoblat that is not even worth what I just lost. Oh my goodness, we are having to really figure out what we're going to need to use here. Do we even have an arrow? Yeah, I do. How to get to that Peak of Awakening, because that elevation in front of us is higher than we are here now. So trying to fly over to it is not going to get us all the way up there. So maybe, hopefully, there's a path. Or at least a... Oof. Ooh. It looks kind of steep. It looks very steep. Okay, I see a path over here. So we're going to go over here. Completely avoid the Giga, who has a very far, wide-reaching range with that bow. Okay, so I think we can make it up. Maybe not. Oh my goodness. Link is mountain climbing now. Whew, this first segment of this episode is going to be like nothing but mountain climbing and traversing crazy terrain. It's pretty much what all this entire episode is going to be. How many people do this? Like, when you play through the game, how many people actually just, just F it, forget the horses, forget all that stuff, and just scale mountains and take a direct, like, literal direct line through the environment? Okay, I think we can cut across here. I think this is what we need right here, yeah. Okay, yes, this is exactly what we're looking for. This should get us to the peak. I think. Hopefully. Maybe. I may have to climb a little higher. Oh dear gosh. No. Crap. I was afraid of that. Thank goodness I have 3 wheels of stamina to work with. It pays to get stamina. There it is. There's the Peak of Awakening. Oh, Oh, oh. If I'm not mistaken, there should be stuff in the water there. I'm not entirely sure, but this is the lake on top of the promenade. And behind this lake, or the waterfall that happens, is another shrine. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to go for it or not. Oh, come on, Link. You can scale this. You got this, Link. Oh my goodness. Whew, let's recover some. There we go. See, that's a little trick you can do when you're on high elevations or high scaling cliffs and everything. You can find little small, brief respite angles on the rock face, which you can let go and just kind of walk along the steep rock face to kind of recover your stamina. It's a little bit of a trick exploit, but it is something you can use without using any sort of glitches or anything like that. Okay, where am I going? Okay, so the memory is right there. So it's kind of like just across the peak of the awakening. Peak of awakening, just kind of, ooh. Speaking of crossing the peak, we are going to be into some cold reaches here. Mount Lanayru is home to one of the few frozen areas of the game. And I think there is a Korok at the very peak here to reward you for your efforts for actually scaling this. Yep. Look at that. And you can actually get a nice view of Hyrule, Kakariko down there, Death Mountain, Zora's Domain with Ruta, Mount Lanayru, which is covered, and you can have a good view of the jungle. Well, jungle's over there, actually, beyond the Dueling Peaks, but Hatino, dang, you can actually see quite a lot. But no, our destination is actually right over here. Alright, there should be a Hinox over there sleeping. He hasn't popped in. There he is. There's the Hinox. But our chief interest here is this thing right here. This guy. Do I have, I don't have any attack. Oh wait, I do actually. I have quite a few attack things. I need some more, let's see if we can sneak up on him. Ooh, he's a sword too. Yes! Let's get into it right now. The sword ones are both easy and tricky at the same time. The sword ones like to do this a lot, and it leaves them open for flurry rushes very often. Unfortunately, they're also very quick on the draw, so you need to be careful about that. Whew. And after I beat this guy, I need to count the next day, because we are dawning a new day, but I'm kind of busy with this lineup. I didn't make it. Oh, he didn't have enough. Ow. I don't know what just happened there. Dang it. Come on, camera, work with me here. There we go. Sometimes those sword swings are a little too close for comfort. Oof, I need to get a new weapon. This'll work. This should finish him off, this weapon. Not in this particular flurry rush, but the next one will do it. That should be in the end of him. And we're done. We're not going to waste any more of that weapon. Okay, well that's going. We are now on day 41. Ooh, nice. Oh, we are, new. We are dropping that. And we are dropping... Sorry, we gotta go. We gotta go with this guy. Alright. Oh, this is great stuff. Okay. And I think we can mark down that we did another Lionel right there. Now let's actually do the memory that we actually came here for. Should be here somewhere. There it is. Let's look at it. Looks about right before Mount Lenebru. Whew, this was actually my first memory I actually got on my first playthrough. It took me a long time to kind of make it here because the route was treacherous through the promenade. But finally getting here and getting my first memory, which is actually one of the last ones, was very satisfying to me. So which was your first memory and which was your last? I'd like to know that. This was my first.